They say time heals everything, but they didn't tell me time just makes the silence louder. I'm standing in the wreckage of what we used to be. Look at this room, it's a museum of used to have. Your scent is still on the hoodie, and it's making me mad. I'm tracing the outlines of shadows on the wall, waiting for a ghost to pick up when I call. We built a kingdom on a foundation of glass. Now I'm barefoot in the kitchen, bleeding out from the past. Every I love you feels like a debt I can't pay, and the forever we promised just drifted away, yeah. And now I'm wearing the scars of both your loves, the one who stayed too long and the one who wasn't enough. One cut me deep with the lies that she told, the other left me freezing out here in the cold. It's a heavy weight carrying two broken hearts, tearing my soul into two different parts, yeah. I'm the victim of a double-edged blade, watching the colors of my memory fade. I remember the laughter, but the static is winning. My head is a carousel that never stops spinning. I gave you my keys, then I gave you my life, but you turned those memories into a sharpened knife. How do I breathe when the air is this heavy? The dam finally broke, I can't hold the levee. One love was a wildfire, burned me to ash. The other was a lightning strike, a sudden crash. Now I'm just a silhouette of the man I was then, scared to ever let a person get close again. One scar for the way you lived, one scar for the way I stayed. Both of them hurt the same, both of them call your name, both of them call your name. Now I'm wearing the scars of both your loves, the one who stayed too long and the one who wasn't enough. One cut me deep with the lies that she told, the other left me freezing out here in the cold. It's a heavy weight carrying two broken hearts, tearing my soul into two different parts. I guess some hearts are meant to be fixed, just live with two loves, two scars, one empty room. I used to fear the dark, but now the light is what hurts, because it shows me exactly what's missing. Tonight I didn't just lose a person, I lost a version of myself. The clock on the wall is ticking like a heartbeat on life support. I'm looking at your pictures, a battle I didn't want to fight, but I fought. It's 3 a.m. and the city is a graveyard of dreams. Nothing is ever as perfect as it usually seems. I lost your touch, yeah, that's the physical sting, but I lost my faith in every beautiful thing. The way you looked at me, that was my only mirror. Now the glass is shattered and nothing's getting clearer, 'cause on the night I lost you, I lost the me I liked. The fire went out and the cold finally struck a strike. I'm mourning a lover and I'm mourning a friend, watching two different lives come to a sudden end. The bed is too wide and the shadows are too deep. I'm haunted by the promises we swore we'd always keep. Yeah, the tragedy isn't just that you're out of my sight, is that I died a little too on the very same night. Check the call logs, it's a list of no replies. I'm sick of the truth, so I'm hungry for the lies. Tell me you're coming back, even if it's a front. I'm hunting for a ghost, a never-ending hunt. You were my anchor, you turned into the chain, dragging me down into the center of the rain. How do I stand when my foundation is gone? How do I breathe when I'm terrified of the dawn? I lost the girl who knew my secrets by heart, and I lost a man who didn't fall completely apart. One funeral for the love we made, one funeral for the plans we laid. I'm standing at two graves with one bouquet of thorns, while the rest of the world just wakes up and mourns. I'm half a person and a whole lot of pain. 'Cause on the night I lost you, I lost the me I liked. The fire went out and the cold finally struck a strike. I'm mourning a lover and I'm mourning a friend, watching two different lives come to a sudden end. The bed is too wide and the shadows are too deep. I'm haunted by the promises we swore we'd always keep. The night I lost you, I went looking for myself in the wreckage, but I couldn't find them either. Just two ghosts and a lot of empty space. I thought I learned to swim by now. I've been through this before. Twice I've been pulled under, twice I've reached the shore, but this third time feels different. It's a strange kind of defeat. Losing you didn't feel like a storm, it felt like a retreat. The tide didn't come rushing in, it just slowly slipped away, leaving me in the empty space where we used to stay. The surface is right there, I can see the silver light, but my heart is made of lead and I've lost the will to fight. And I'm drowning in shallow water, barely an inch deep, suffocating on the secrets that we couldn't keep. The world thinks I'm standing, they think that I'm okay, but I'm gasping for a breath as the blue turns into gray. How can something so feel like the wide open sea? I'm drowning in shallow water and no one's saving me, and no one's saving me. The first one was a shipwreck, the second was a flood. This one's just a steady rain that's chilling in my blood. There's no crashing thunder, no waves against the rocks, just the ticking of the clock and the turning of the locks. I'm lying on the bottom while the shadows dance above, dying in the puddle of our 3 times broken love. You'd think the third time wouldn't hurt as much as 1 or 2, but the water's just as heavy when it's coming from you. It doesn't take an ocean to take a soul away, just a love that's lost its fire and a heart that's gone astray. I'm drowning in shallow water, barely an inch deep, suffocating on the secrets that we couldn't keep. The world thinks I'm standing, they think that I'm okay, but I'm gasping for a breath as the blue turns into gray. How can something so feel like the wide open sea? pull me down, down, down. The quietest way to drown, quietest way to drown. They always told me one was the loneliest number, but they lied. Because one is just alone, but staying in a room where three used to be. That's a different kind of hollow, yeah. I'm looking at the breakfast nook, seeing 3 plates. Now the porcelain is cold, stuck in different states. There was you, there was me, and there was us. The holy trinity turned into settling dust. I'm walking through the house like a crime scene investigator, trying to find the moment that we became a later. I see the space on the wall where the family photo hung, back when the I love yous rolled easy off the tongue. Now I'm subtraction personified, a human remainder, watching the person I knew become a total stranger. 3 minus 2, the math don't add up right, leaving me with a sum of 0 in the middle of the night. They say one is lonely, but they got it all wrong. It's the 3 that we lost that's been haunting this song. The you, the me, and the ghost of what we built. Now I'm drowning in the math and the heavy weight of guilt. The loneliest number is 3 minus 2, because I'm the only one left, still looking for you. I still cook for 3, then I stare at the stove, watching the steam rise over a broken treasure trove. I see the us in the mirror, but when I blink it's gone, just a solo silhouette waiting for a grayscale dawn. You took your half of the records, your half of the soul, but you left me 100% of this gaping black hole. I'm a fraction of a man, a decimal point in the dark, trying to find a fire in a place without a spark. We were a chord of 3 strands, thought we couldn't be broken, but the most painful truths are the ones left unspoken. Now the 3rd chair is empty, a monument to the end. I lost my lover, my life, and my very best friend. The us was the heartbeat, the us was the oxygen. Now I'm breathing in vacuum, wondering when, wondering how 1 + 1 made something so divine, only for 2 to leave me crossing the line. I'm just a 1 now, and 1 is a prison when you've tasted the 3. They say 1 is lonely, but they got it all wrong. It's the 3 that we lost that's been haunting this song. The you, the me, and the ghost of what we built. Now I'm drowning in the math and the heavy weight of guilt. The loneliest number is 3 minus 2, because I'm the only one left, still looking for you. It's just simple math, right? Take away the us, take away the you, and I'm the answer to a question nobody asked. 1, just 1. Just 1. You know, they say 3's a crowd, but they never told me it was a graveyard. I thought it was me, you, and the world. Turns out it was just the lies, and the lies, they don't leave survivors. But we had a rhythm, a steady kind of flow. I was building up a future while you were letting go. I trusted him with my secrets, I trusted you in my life, but you were sharpening the edge of a double-sided knife. I see the timeline now, the gaps in every story. The late night emergencies, the fake don't worry. I was the shield, the one standing in the rain, while you two were inside trading pleasure for my pain. It's a different kind of hurt when your circle turns to dust, when the two pillars of your life just crumble into rust. I wasn't just a lover, I wasn't just a friend, I was the bridge you both burned just to reach the other end. Now the air is getting thin. Where do I end and the ghosts begin? The room is full, but the spirit's gone. I'm the only one left to watch the dawn. It's the lies that killed the three of us, buried in the ashes, covered in the dust. I lost a woman, I lost a brother, I lost my damn mind, leaving a version of myself I used to be behind. There's 3 hearts breaking, but only mine could feel the cold. The most expensive story that was ever bought and sold. Yeah, you got what you wanted, but look what it cost. Everything we ever were is permanently lost. I walked in on the silence, that was the loudest part. The way you both looked at me, like I was a stranger. Now I'm scrolling through the ghost of a digital life, cutting through the memories like a dull blade knife. Did you laugh about it when I called him to check in? Did you feel the adrenaline crawling on your skin? You killed the us I loved and you killed the him I knew, but the biggest casualty was the me that trusted you. Now I'm looking at the wreckage, a 3-way collision, blindsided by the truth of your cold-blooded vision. And I hope the guilt is heavy, I hope it's hard to breathe. I hope you see my face every time you try to leave. You traded loyalty for a moment in the dark. Now you're standing in the embers of a dead and hollow spark. 3 lives gone, 3 souls turned to stone, but at least you're together and I'm finally alone. It's the lies that killed the 3 of us, buried in the ashes, covered in the dust. I lost a woman, I lost a brother, I lost my damn mind, leaving the version of myself I used to be behind. There's 3 hearts breaking, but only mine could feel the cold. The most expensive story that was ever bought and sold. Yeah, you got what you wanted, but look what it cost. Everything we ever were is permanently lost. 3 of us went into that room, but nobody came out alive. Rest in peace to the people I thought you were. The lies that you want. They say home is where the heart is, but what happens when the heart leaves and the furniture stays? The house is full, but the space is empty. I'm sitting at the table staring at the wood grain, listen to the rhythm of the window hitting rain. I cook for 2 again, I guess I didn't get the memo. My life's a sad song stuck on a loop, a broken demo. Your placemat is dusty, your silver's getting cold, like the stories of our future that'll never be told. I'm talking to the steam rising off a bitter cup, waiting for a door to swing and a light to brighten up. And it's just me in the empty chair at the table, trying to be strong, but I know I'm not able. It's a wooden monument to everything we lost, a silent reminder of the heavy, heavy cost. I reach across the table, but I only touch the air, falling for a person who isn't even there. Yeah, the dinner's getting cold and the silence is a snare, left here with my ghost in that empty chair. I'd give anything to hear the sound of your keys, to hear you complain about the draft and the breeze. I'm staring at the seat where you used to sit and smile. Now it's 1,000 miles away, every inch is a mile. The kitchen's a graveyard, the fridge is a shrine of the leftovers of a life that's no longer mine. I'm pouring out wine for a shadow that won't dream. It's giving me too much damn time to just sit here and think. How can a piece of furniture feel so heavy and loud, like a thunderclap hidden in a lonely gray cloud? Maybe I should move it, maybe I should throw it out the door. Maybe I should stop looking at the space on the floor. But if I move the chair, then you're really truly gone, and I'm not ready for the after when I'm still in the then. So I'll sit here with the empty chair at the table, trying to be strong, but I know I'm not able. It's a wooden monument to everything we lost, a silent reminder of the heavy, heavy cost. I reach across the table, but I only touch the air, falling for a person who isn't even there. Dinner's over, the candles burned out a long time ago, but I'll leave the light on just in case the chair doesn't wanna be empty anymore. We had a language. Nobody else spoke it. Just two people in a world of billions, with a dialect made of whispers and inside jokes. Now I'm the last living speaker, and it's getting hard to remember the words. I saw that red door on 4th Street today, the one we said looked like a portal away to that island we invented when the world got too loud. I almost said it out loud, look for you in the crowd, but the punchline died in my throat, turned to lead, because the only person who gets it is no longer in my head. Well, you're in my head, but you're not in my life. Every shared memory is a double-edged knife. Remember the code that look across the room that meant let's get out of here. I'm sensing the gloom, now I'm stuck at the party, and I'm catching that look from a ghost in a corner, from a page in a book. It's the echo of a shared secret ringing in my ears, a private joke that's been drowned out by the years. I'm whispering the shadows, waiting for the laugh, but I'm only holding on to the broken off half. Yeah, the punchline is lonely when it's only for one. The echo of our secret has nowhere to run. I found a napkin where we drew out the plans for the house of no sorrows, built on shifting sands. The nicknames we gave to the stars in the sky are just burning gas now, a celestial lie. I wanna tell someone about the blue moon incident, but without your perspective, it doesn't make sense. It's like I'm holding a key to a door that's been burned, a lesson in intimacy that I wish I'd never learned. You're the only one who knows why I hate that one song, or why I always feel like I don't quite belong. But I can't call you up to remind you of the why, so I just sit with the echo and watch the clouds fly. It's a heavy burden keeping a secret for two. It's a library of stories that start and end with you. If I forget them, do they cease to exist? Is our private universe just fading in a mist? I'm shouting the code words into the dark, waiting for a copy that, waiting for a spark. But the frequency is dead, the line is just static, and our forever was just problematic. It's the echo of a shared secret ringing in my ears, a private joke that's been drowned out by the years. I'm whispering to was our I love you and we couldn't say it. I said it to the mirror this morning. It didn't mean anything. The secret is out, and I'm the only one left to keep it. The echo, it's just silence now. It's funny, I used to crave the quiet. Now the quiet is the only thing that won't leave me alone. I'm pacing floors that still remember your footsteps, checking my phone for a ghost. Yeah, I haven't slept yet. The air in here is heavy, like it's holding its breath, like the ghost of us is just waiting for its death. I asked the hallway where you went, but it didn't reply. Just gave me back a draft that feels like a goodbye. I'm set into a place out of habit, then I freeze, fall into the carpet down on my shaking knees. Now I'm just talking to a quiet room, trying to find a light in this hollow gloom, shouting your name at the four white walls, but silence is the only thing that ever calls. It's a conversation where I'm playing both parts, the king and the fool of these broken hearts. Yeah, it's just me and the echo of the we that's gone, waiting for a sun that forgot how to do. The TV's on static, but I'm staring at the screen, seeing every single movie scene that we've ever been. I'm arguing with shadows, asking why'd you have to go, but the furniture just stares back like it already knows. I'm tracing your initials in the dust on the shelf. I've stopped talking to you and started losing myself. The silence isn't empty, no, it's loud as a train, riding through my spirit, fueling all of this pain. If these walls could talk, they'd tell me to move on, but they're the only ones who saw the love before it was gone. Answer me. Just a whisper, just a breath in the dark, leave a footprint, leave a shadow, leave a single spark, but the drywall stays cold and the ceiling stays high, and I'm just a man teaching himself how to cry. Still here, talking to a quiet room, trying to find a light in this hollow gloom. I'm shouting your name at the four white walls, but silence is the only thing that ever calls. It's a conversation where I'm playing both parts, the king and the fool of these broken hearts. You know the worst part about the quiet? It sounds exactly like you not being here. I found an old voice note today. It was from 3 years ago. You sounded so happy. I don't recognize that person anymore. I don't think I recognize myself either. I'm scrolling through the cloud back to 2019, before the arguments, before you got mean, before the silence started living in the hallway, before forever turned into just for always. I'm looking at your eyes in this blurry Polaroid. There's a light in them that's been filled with a void. Where's the girl who used to laugh until she couldn't breathe? Now you only catch your breath when you're about to leave. I'm checking old texts, reading phrases you don't use. It's like I'm hunting for a ghost, but I'm the one who's gonna lose. I miss the way you say my name like it was sacred. Now it's just a heavy word, cold and naked. I'm searching for the old versions of you, the one who loved me when the sky was actually blue. I'm digging through the memories, sifting through the dust, trying to find the girl I used to trust. But the updates came and the code got rearranged, and I'm still in love with someone who completely changed. Yeah, I'm searching for the old you, while I lose the soul of me. We're sitting on the same couch but miles apart. I'm trying to find the bridge back to your heart, but the blueprints are gone and the wood is all rotten. All that I'll never leave you so comfortably forgotten. You're a stranger with the face that I used to kiss. How did we end up in a tragedy like this? I ask you how your day was, you just stare at your phone. I've never felt more abandoned than when we're home alone. I'm checking the archives, looking for a sign of the version of us where our stars used to align. But that girl is a memory, a flicker in the dark, and I'm just a shadow trying to find a spark. Delete the history, I can't clear the cachery. I won't. People say move on, but they don't. They don't know that I'm haunted by the ghost of your smile. I trade every now just to have them for a while, just for a second, just for a minute. The world was so bright when you were still in it. I'm searching for the old versions of you, the one who loved me when the sky was actually blue. I'm digging through the memories, sifting through the dust, trying to find the girl I used to trust. But the updates came and the code got rearranged, and I'm still in love with someone who completely changed. Yeah, I'm searching for the old you, while I lose the soul of me. I found that photo, the one at the beach. You look so kind. I'll keep searching, even if I know she's never coming back. Searching for you in a room full of us. You know what's crazy? I'm not even missing the person standing in front of me right now. I'm missing someone who doesn't exist anymore. The versions of you that time just stole. I'm digging through the archives of my own mind, looking for the you that was gentle, the you that was kind, the one who'd laugh until the sun started to peak, the one who found the words when I was too broken to speak. Now you look at me with eyes I don't recognize, cold as a winter morning wrapped in clever disguise. It's like you're a stranger wearing a familiar face, and I'm a ghost trying to find my old place. I miss the people you used to be, the one who loved life and the one who loved me. I'm mourning the crowd that's vanished in the air, leaving me alone with the heart I can't repair. There were three of us here, now I'm counting just one, standing in the shadow of a burned out sun. Yeah, I lost a lover, but I lost 1,000 years, and I'm drowning in the versions that I had to lose. Where's the girl from that summer with the messy hair, the one who promised me she'd always be there? Where's the girl from the winter who held me so tight, the one who swore we'd make it through the darkest night? Now you're just a collection of who you became, a different soul attached to the very same name. It's a psychological heartbreak, a mental divide, watching the person I knew slowly die inside. I'm holding a funeral for someone who's still breathing. That's the hardest part, watching you stay, but seeing you leave. And I want the old you back, the us before the cracks, the you before the world turned your heart into stone. Now I'm in a crowded room, feeling all alone. I miss the people you used to be, the one who loved life and the one who loved me. I'm mourning a crowd that's vanished in the air, leaving me alone with the heart I can't repair. There were three of us here, now I'm counting just one, standing in the shadow of a burned out sun. I'm not mad at who you are now. I'm just heartbroken for who you were. Rest in peace to all the yous I loved. We never had an anniversary date, just study sessions that always ran late. No Sladdies update, no digital trace, but I know every curve and line in your face. I'm mourning a ghost that the world didn't see, the almost that's currently killing me. I can't even cry when they mention your name, 'cause I never had a title to claim. You were my everything in the dark of the night, but just a friend when we hit polite. How do I heal from the aches I never officially had? Why does losing a nothing feel this bad? We were a secret whispered in the hall, built a whole world with no foundation at all. I'm grieving a breakup that technically didn't exist, drowning in the memory of the lips I never officially kissed. I see you at the cafe with your actual her, and the lies of my reality start to blur. She gets the hand holding, she gets the post, while I'm in the corner playing the ghost. I have no right to be jealous, no right to be hurt, but I'm still wearing your owned university shirt. There's no delete button for a file I'll never save, no flowers to lay on an invisible grave. I'm the only witness to the fire we started, the only one left here feeling broken hearted. How do I heal from the ex I never officially had? Why does losing a nothing feel this bad? We were a secret whispered in the hall, built a whole world with no foundation at all. I'll breathe in a breakup that technically didn't exist, drowning in the memory of the lips I never officially kissed. No labels to cry, just a heart left into a beautiful lie that I thought was true. My favorite mistake, the acts I never had, 'cause losing nothing never felt so sad. No, 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 no. labels to break, just a heart left in two. Never had it, no labels to break. No labels to, no labels to. We never had no labels, no, no, no. Never had no labels, no, 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 no. We never had no labels to, no. We never had it, oh, we never, we never had it, no, no, no. We never had it. So we never had it, we never We never had an end of our side too. We never we never I used to think that heartbreak was a sudden crashing wave, a frantic, desperate struggle for a life I couldn't save. But after 3 times down, the lesson's finally clear. It's not the loud departure, it's the way you disappear. The first was like a lightning strike, the second like a storm. But you're the slow erosion of the places I was warm. I'm becoming a master of the empty chair and the heavy hollow feeling of the thin and winter air. Oh, I'm perfecting the art of losing slowly, learning how to be alone without being lonely. It's the gradual release of a hand I used sunset and forgetting every dawn. 3 loves, 3 ghosts, 3 lessons in the sand. Wash away so gently, I can't even feel my hand. It doesn't happen all at once, the breaking of the spirit. It's a whisper in the dark until you can't help but hear it. A little less of always, a little more of never, until I finally understand that us wasn't forever. Yeah, I'm perfect in the art of losing slowly, learning how to be alone without being lonely. It's the gradual release of a hand I used to hold, the turning of a silver thread into a tarnished gold. I've lost the race, I've lost the light, I've lost the will to flee. Now I'm just losing the version of myself you used to see. Stroke by stroke, the colors fade to gray. I'm letting you go in the most quiet way. Just a slow retreat, a slow defeat. That's the art of losing. I guess some people don't know how to be happy unless they're tearing something down. You told me you were drowning, so I gave you my hair. Turns out you just wanted to see if I'd choke in him. He was the one holding the anchor. I watched you spiral, watched the tears hit the floor. I opened up my soul and I opened up the door. You said you were broken, said you needed a light, so I burned myself alive just to keep you warm at night. And he was right there, the friend, the solid ground, the one I told to catch you if I wasn't around. But you weren't looking for healing, you were looking for a thrill. You took my compassion and you turned it for the kill, while I was working for the us, praying for your peace. You were finding comfort in the one I call my priest. My misery was the price, your betrayal was the fee. You built a bridge out of the bones of what was left of me. I was the cure for your sadness, but you were the cause of mine. I was reading the pages, but you were skipping the lines. It's your misery, my betrayal, a ship on the rocks with a tattered sail. You use your pain as a weapon, use your heart as a trap. Now I'm falling through the holes in the middle of the map. You found a new shoulder, yeah, you found a new bed, while I'm haunted by the ghost of every word you said. It's a cold-blooded cycle, a heavy-hearted tale built on your misery, my betrayal. You know, it's funny, when I saw you both together, you didn't even look guilty. You looked relieved, like the lie was too heavy to carry, so you just dropped it on me. Now I'm the villain in the story that you're telling him, sinking in the shadows while you're learning how to swim. Did my love taste bitter? Was my loyalty too loud? Or did you just need a victim to make you feel proud? He wears my trust like a jacket that's a little too tight. betrayal. I hope you're happy now. I hope the misery is gone. But betrayal, that's a stain that doesn't wash out. Not for you, not for him, and definitely not for me. I saw you parked outside the diner we used to love, the one with the neon sign and the stars above. But there was someone else sitting in my seat, and the way you looked at her felt like a slow defeat. You were wearing the sweater I bought for your birthday, laughing at things I didn't even hear you say. It's funny how the world just keeps spinning around while I'm buried 6 feet under without making a sound. So I'm writing this down, though it's hard to see through the tears. To the man I loved for 1,000 years, and to the girl who's holding the hand I used to hold. There's a part of this story that hasn't been told. Yeah, you both ought to know that you're building your grace on the ruins of a heart you can never replace. I hope you're happy, I hope you're whole, but you both ought to know you took a piece of my soul. Do you tell her the secrets you whispered in my ear? Does she know all the things that you used to fear? And to you, the girl with the brand new smile, I hope he treats you better, at least for a while. But watch out for the way his voice starts to change when the love feels familiar and the spark feels strange. Oh, because I was the queen of the kingdom he burned, and I'm the only lesson that he never learned. I'm not here to scream or to ruin the night, I'm just a shadow stepping out of the light. But secrets have a way of catching up fast, and you're dancing on the ashes of a beautiful past. The phone is buzzing on the table, lighting up the dark. Everyone is checking in, trying to find a spark. They say you're better off and he wasn't worth the wait, while they're passing around the whiskey and piling up the plate. They mean well with their stories and their plenty fish advice, but their comfort feels like static and their sympathy is ice. They tell me that I'm winning because I'm finally free, but they aren't the ones who have to sleep in this vacancy. They're just spectators watching the wreckage of the ship. With friends like these, who needs an enemy to break? They're laughing at the memories that make my spirit ache. They're toasting to the new me while the old me's on the floor, sweeping up the pieces of the heart you don't want anymore. They think they're helping me forget the way we used to be, friends like these, I've never felt so lonely. Let's go out, they tell me. Put on your dancing shoes. Like a shot of cheap tequila could cure these hollow blues. They're busy choosing anthems to drown out your name, while I'm still standing in the garden staring at the flame. They talk about your flaws like they're doing me a chore, but I take your biggest mistake over any of them for sure. They see a clean break, I see a jagged scar. They see a bright light, I see a falling star. They're so happy that it's over, they're so glad that you were gone, but they don't have to face the silence when the sun comes up at dawn. With friends like these, who needs an enemy to break? They're laughing at the memories that make my spirit. They're toasting to the new me while the old me's on the floor, sweeping up the pieces of the heart you don't want anymore. They think they're helping me forget the way we used to be, but with friends like these, I've never felt so lonely. So I'll smile and I'll nod and I'll drink to their cheers, while I hide all the salt from these well-meaning tears. Yeah, with friends like these, I just wish you were here. I'm the ghost at the table, the one you don't see, while you're leaning in closer, right where I used to be. I told him your secrets, the way you hate the dark. Now he's the one lighting that familiar spark. It's a strange kind of torture, a quiet design, to see my best friend's hand tangled up in mine. I'm the bridge that you crossed just to reach the other side. Now I'm underwater while you're catching the tide, and I'm just standing here watching you both forget me, rewriting the stories of how we used to be. He was my brother and you were my life. Now you're the rhythm and he's the knife. It's a three-way heartbreak I can't outrun, watching my two favorite people become one. The group chat is silent, the weekends are cold. I'm a chapter of history that's already been told. Does he hold you the way that I taught him you liked, or is he a version of me that you finally liked? Every remember when now belongs to them, and I'm just the root that you tore from the stem. If I scream, would you hear me through the laughter you share, or am I just a static in the midsummer air? I lost the love that kept me whole, and the friend who was the anchor of my soul. Yeah, I'm just standing here watching you both forget me, rewriting the stories of how we used to be. He was my brother and you were my life. Now you're the rhythm and he's the knife. It's a three-way heartbreak I can't outrun, watching my two favorite people become one. Fade to the background, slip through the cracks. There's no use in looking at the footprints or tracks. You look happy, he looks brand new, and I'm just the person who used to know you. Yeah, I'm just watching.